Discover the process of making Jinhua ham according to a 700-year-old recipe in China. Many centuries ago, when the cold had not yet appeared, people used a sufficient amount of salt to marinate meat and then dry or steam it. By preserving this way, the meat will last longer. And today, people call it ham. With the recipe passed down for 700 years, China's ham processing technique has been recognized as an intangible cultural heritage. We invite you to find out how this dish is different from ham. Jinhua bacon. Ham in China is usually produced in Jinhua City, Zhejiang Province. This is also the reason why this dish is called Jinhua ham. This dish is very different from European ham. When cooked, the cut meat is still bright red and the layer of fat is very clear. It can be eaten straight away, stewed, or processed into dishes of your choice. Ham has become a signature dish in Chinese cuisine, and food enthusiasts who come to this country must definitely try it once. Ingredients. Ingredients to make ham are carefully selected from traditional local pig breeds with hoof lengths smaller than the femur. Because it is produced in large quantities, it also requires a large source of raw materials. Therefore, in Jinhua City, pigs are often raised on farms with careful care processes to produce the highest quality meat. Ham is produced all year round, but the most delicious time is in late winter and early spring when the first frost appears. People will prepare this dish. At that time, the pigs will be brought to the factories and the first step of the process will begin. Pigs will be quality checked to eliminate those that do not meet standards and then anesthetized and processed. They will have their skin cleaned and their internal organs will be removed and sent to the classification stage. The meat will be divided into parts, then packaged and shipped to consumers. The pork legs and thighs will be kept intact to supply ham meat processing factories. Processing process. This type of ham is usually best served with only the hind legs. After being imported from processing factories, pig's feet will be processed to remove excess fat and skin. Remove all remaining hair and bone debris. Even the blood that accumulates in the legs needs to be removed. Then wash thoroughly and drain. Once the feet have drained, continue with the salting step. This is the most important stage in the ham processing process. Salt will be spread evenly and cover the pig's feet to ensure that the meat will not be damaged during the processing process. After that, the feet will be salted for a certain period of time. After that period of time, the legs will be washed to remove excess salt and wash away dirt on the surface of the meat. Finally, the legs will be hung to dry in a good environment to create conditions for yeast and mold to grow. This drying process will take about 10 months. People will use bone needle to test the doneness of the pork leg. Before using, users often burn them once to remove the rancid smell before processing them into dishes. Nutritional value of the dish. Jinhua ham is a high-quality source of protein and fat. Prepared from pork thighs, this meat not only provides an important source of protein for muscle growth and maintenance, but it also is a source of monosaturated fats which help support heart health. In addition, Jinhua ham meat also provides a number of minerals that play an important role in red blood cell formation and energy transmission, while zinc and manganese help maintain mineral balance in the body. However, it should be noted that bacon contains quite a high amount of fat and sodium, so consumption should be done in a balanced manner. How to prepare the best grilled ribs. With large consumption demand, the global pork market is forecast to reach $257,874.5 million by 2027, recording a compound annual growth rate of 3.9% in the period 2021 to 2027. That's why dishes made from pigs are also becoming more and more diverse. Pork ribs are the ribs cut from the pork belly. This is also the part that many people love and choose as an ingredient for dishes. So, do you know how to prepare an attractive rib dish? If not, please join me to find out through the following video. Ingredients. To have a delicious dish, the ingredients must be of good quality. Ingredients will be selected from pigs that meet standards to ensure safety. To meet this, pigs are often cared for on large-scale farms. There will be a suitable diet to ensure the nutrition and health of pigs. When pigs meet standards and pass quality control requirements, they can be slaughtered and transported to processing plants. Modern processing lines will help maintain meat quality and freshness until it is delivered to consumers. After processing, pigs will be divided into parts for different uses. For grilled ribs, we should choose ones with flat and small bones because they usually have more meat than other types of ribs. However, you should not choose ribs with bones that are too small because the pig is not big enough and the ribs will not be delicious at this time. You should choose ribs with lots of meat. Lean ribs with little fat and cartilage are the best. Processing. Preliminary treatment. Once you have chosen the desired parts of ribs, the first step in preparing grilled ribs is the pre-processing step. Wash the ribs with salt and a little white wine to remove odors or dirt. Next, you need to remove the white film on the underside of the ribs, then wash the ribs thoroughly and drain. Then, mix the rib marinade with flavorings and spices including salt, pepper, chili powder, sugar, and mix well. The seasoning can be adjusted according to your personal preferences. When the ribs are drained, use the prepared mixture to spread evenly over the ribs. Massage lightly and then marinate for a certain period of time so that the ribs absorb the spices and become more flavorful. Process. With this dish, we can grill ribs in an oven or charcoal stove or even an oil-free fryer. After marinating, we put the ribs on the grill. During the grilling process, turn the ribs over so that they can cook evenly on both sides to avoid burning. Apply a layer of sauce on the grilled ribs so that when cooked, the ribs do not dry out and have a more attractive, eye-catching color. When completed, the ribs have a characteristic brown color and attractive scent of spices. Besides, the crust is moderately crispy and the rib meat is soft, making the dish extremely attractive. At this point, we cut the ribs into small pieces and can enjoy them. Nutritional value. Grilled ribs are not only a delicious meal, but also a source of diverse nutrients. This is a high-quality source of protein which helps maintain and support many other body functions. In addition, ribs also provide a necessary amount of fat, providing energy and supporting the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Minerals such as zinc and selenium help strengthen the immune system and participate in many important biochemical processes in the body. However, to take full advantage of the nutritional benefits of grilled ribs, consumption should be controlled, especially in terms of sugar and fat. In addition, choosing a grilling method such as grilling with less oil will help maintain the best nutritional value in this dish. How are mullet eggs harvested and processed? If for Westerners, mullet roe is a premium topping for noodle dishes or soft fried eggs, for Taiwanese people, mullet roe is a long-standing specialty with a history of more than 100 years and is very popular. Belonging to the list of luxury fine dining dishes, The processing process is elaborate with many steps and has high nutritional value, making mullet roe a favorite dish of Taiwanese people. So, do you know how it is processed? Let's explore with me today. Harvesting mullet eggs. Mullet is a species that lives mainly in saltwater or brackish water environments in tropical and subtropical coastal areas. One of them often lives in freshwater and estuaries. Today, to ensure supply for the market, many mullet farming areas have been formed. When the harvest season comes, farm owners will fish for processing. Huge nets have been prepared for this process. In just a short time, tons of mullet were brought ashore. To ensure the freshness of the fish, they will immediately be transported to processing factories to get eggs. Each fresh, quality mullet is processed one by one. The factory staff will use a knife and cut a line along the fish's belly and then carefully remove the eggs. This operation requires extreme care to avoid breaking or damaging the eggs. After that, the eggs will be chilled to make the next processing step easier and not affect the quality of the eggs. After the eggs are collected, the mullet will also be preserved to be processed into different dishes. After the chilling period, the eggs are processed and cleaned. Remove remaining impurities from the eggs and then refix the top of the eggs. Wash the eggs again and then drain. Process. After preliminary processing, continue to marinate the eggs with a moderate amount of salt for a standard period of time to remove the fishy smell of fish eggs. Spread evenly so that the salt covers all sides of the fish eggs. The special thing about this step is that the processing factory staff will use wooden planks and press the fish eggs during the salting process. After that standard period of time, the fish eggs will dry out. At this time, we wash the eggs with water to completely remove the remaining salt from the marinating process and then dry them until the eggs are completely dry. The factory can package and transport to consumers or can process fish eggs by using fire to grill the egg's outer shell before packaging, preserving, and bringing it into the market for consumption. Nutritional value. Mullet eggs are not only an attractive food source, but also a complete nutritional treasure, bringing many health benefits. It is processed into many unique dishes such as botarga, karasumi, tarako spaghetti, and others. Each dish has its own characteristics and brings great culinary experiences to diners when enjoying this dish. With omega-3 fatty acids found in fish eggs, this dish helps support brain development, protects the heart, and has anti-inflammatory effects, enhancing general health. In addition, mullet eggs provide large amounts of protein, which helps build muscle and support recovery after exercise or illness. Vitamin D, another component in mullet roe, not only promotes the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, which helps maintain bone and teeth health, but is also involved in the immune system and has a role in preventing certain diseases. Autoimmune diseases provide the best health benefits. So, don't hesitate any longer and try enjoying this wonderful mullet roe. Referring to the United Arab Emirates, we cannot help but think of images of camels walking in the desert. So, do you know how important camels are to Arabic culture? Camels are present in many fields such as transportation, food, entertainment, and more. Camel meat has long been an important part of Emirati cuisine, and its milk is also popular. Today, their meat remains a popular delicacy, and camel milk is often used to make chocolate and biscuits. And this is how people process a giant camel. As an important part of the cuisine of the people of Dubai, camel farming has become popular and highly developed. Because it is a region with a harsh climate, the way it is raised is also more special than other species. However, no matter how they are cared for, they aim to create healthy camels with the best quality meat. Once they meet standards, the camels are taken to a specialized factory to begin the processing process. From processing or removing unnecessary parts such as skin and internal organs to sorting, everything is done according to modern, advanced lines to ensure the safety and quality of meat. In Dubai, one of the favorite dishes is grilled camel. Depending on the size, you can leave it whole or divide it into small portions for baking. The meat will be thoroughly cleaned and then marinated with typical ingredients to increase the appeal of the dish. Next is grilling meat on a charcoal stove. Meat grilled on a charcoal stove will be more delicious and flavorful than grilling in the oven. Grill until the meat is golden brown, has a crispy outer layer, and the meat inside is soft and done. At this time, you can enjoy delicious meat dishes, but to increase the richness and variety, grilled camel is often eaten with pulao rice, and that perfect combination has created a unique dish of this land. Pulao rice is a very popular dish during holidays, parties, and family meals in Arab countries. This dish is usually made from basmati rice or long grain rice, accompanied by meat, spices, served with many vegetables and sauces. The rice is cooked in an attractive broth rich in spices, creating an attractive aroma. The meat is lightly cured and grilled to retain its natural flavor and tenderness. Pulao rice is often decorated with fresh vegetables such as coriander leaves and green onions, creating an attractive, colorful picture. When grilled camel meat is combined with traditional pulao rice, a delicious and nutritious meal will definitely be unforgettable. When grilled, camel meat remains soft, creating a unique and different flavor. When eaten with pulao rice, this delicious sticky rice grains create a wonderful culinary experience. Not only is it a delicious meal, camel meat is also a source of high-quality protein and vitamins, which help support health and provide energy for the body. The low unsaturated fats in camel meat also make the meal easily digestible and suitable for a healthy diet. In addition, traditional pulao rice also provides sources of protein, starch, and fiber, helping your body stay healthy. The flexibility in using grilled camel meat with pulao rice helps create many different culinary experiences, from family lunches to holidays or parties. When mentioning Russia, people immediately think of splendid palaces or the Volga River. However, Russian cuisine is also extremely rich and unique, which is something not to be missed when visiting the country. One of the oldest and most unique dishes of Russian cuisine that still maintains its place in the hearts of Russians as well as foreign tourists is shashlik grilled meat. This dish is a clever combination of grilled meat and vegetables, creating a wonderful and unique flavor. Just looking at it will stimulate your taste buds. Let's explore this unique shashlik grilled meat dish with me now. Shashlik grilled meat can use many different types of meat to prepare, but the most popular is still pork. To ensure the quality of ingredients as well as the quality of the dish, pigs will be imported from reputable farms. On the farm, pigs are carefully cared for, health checked, and diseases treated promptly, if any. This will help increase the quality of pork and make it safe to use. On slaughter day, pigs that meet standards will be transported to the processing factory. This is where pork is supplied to consumers. Factories often link up with pig farms or suppliers to buy live pigs. Pigs are checked for health and quality before entering the processing process. The factories are equipped with equipment and machinery to support the processing process to ensure quality and shortened processing time. After processing, pork will be classified into parts for different uses, then packaged and transported to consumers. The meat used for shashlik is usually lean shoulder meat. First, prepare and wash the pork, then cut it into bite-sized cubes. Next, mix the sliced pork with spices including wine, vinegar, MSG, cooking oil, garlic, or you can add or subtract spices depending on personal preference, then marinate for a period of 4 to 6 hours for the meat to absorb evenly. Accompanying vegetables and fruits must also be washed and sliced into bite-sized squares. Bamboo or wooden skewers used for grilling must be soaked in water for about 30 minutes to avoid burning the skewers. Russian-style barbecue often uses wooden skewers for grilling instead of iron skewers. The reason is that when grilling, the iron skewer will heat up, changing the color of the meat inside, making the meat no longer attractive. After the spices have penetrated evenly into the meat, the chef proceeds to skewer the meat, sprinkle the rest of the water on it, and brush more oil to prevent the meat skewers from drying out and becoming more shiny. Finally, proceed to the grilling step. To have delicious Russian-style shashlik, the griller must rotate continuously and evenly so that the meat is cooked evenly from inside out. You can add chili powder or other spices depending on the user's taste to increase the richness and variety of the flavor of the dish. Characteristics and nutritional value of the dish. Enjoying shashlik kebab while it is still hot is best. Russian people often eat this grilled meat dish with pickled cucumbers and wine, giving it a unique and attractive flavor. In addition to its attractive flavor, shashlik kebabs also bring high nutritional value, a source of high-quality protein that provides energy for the body. At the same time, grilled meat can provide a variety of vitamins and minerals that bring good benefits to human health. However, as with any other food, use should be controlled to maintain weight and health. Combining grilled shashlik with vegetables will create a balanced and nutritious meal and enjoy the dish to the fullest. How is braised beef ribs prepared in the world's largest pot? Braised beef ribs is a famous dish of Korea with a unique aroma that anyone who tries it will love it, and the rich sweetness eaten with hot rice is very attractive. Braised beef ribs was voted as one of the delicious dishes you must try when coming to Korea, even though its price is quite expensive. When I made it, I realized it was really expensive because it was made from all premium ingredients. Is this dish as delicious as rumored? Let's verify with me now, shall we? Cow farm. Coming to cow farms, the cow care process is carefully carried out by agricultural experts. Cow care experts at the farm ensure that cows are provided with high-quality food, ensuring the best nutrition and health. The cow raising process is designed to optimize living conditions, help cows grow strongly, and provide quality meat. When they reach a standard size and weight, they will be transported to the processing plant. With the modernization of the processing line, the cow processing process takes place quickly and effectively and then continues to be transported to other processing factories. The cow skin and internal organs have all been removed. The body will be kept intact and supplied to the braised beef rib processing factory. Braised beef processing factory. Processing materials. After receiving the beef ribs, the factory staff will conduct preliminary processing of the beef ribs. Beef ribs will be cut into bite-sized pieces and then boiled. This helps thoroughly remove dirt and impurities remaining on the beef ribs. After the boiling process, the beef ribs are taken out and washed with cold water to ensure the creation of beef ribs that are not only delicious but also hygienic. After the ribs are rinsed, let them drain and prepare for the next step in the cooking process. To achieve the best flavor for braised beef ribs, the ribs after being boiled will undergo additional preparation to remove excess fat. This ensures that each rib not only retains great flavor, but is also lean with as little fat as possible. Prepare broth. After completing the preparation step for beef ribs, the next processing process begins with the preparation of attractive broth. The trio of vegetables used for Koreans' braised beef ribs are radishes, carrots, and shiitake mushrooms. These vegetables hold up quite well when pressure cooked and contribute to the delicious flavor of the dish. Peel pears, apples, and onions, cut into small pieces and puree. Peel garlic and ginger cleanly. In a large stew pot, add all the spices including pear, onion, soy sauce, sesame oil, brown sugar, and mix well into a rich, extremely flavorful mixture. This process is not only a processing technique, but also the secret to creating a unique, delicious broth that highlights the delicate flavor of Korean braised beef ribs. Process. Once prepared, pour all the beef ribs into the broth and begin the braising process. Garlic, ginger, and green onions are put in a separate bag and braised with beef ribs. The braising process takes place for several hours until the beef ribs become soft, evenly cooked, and rich in flavor. Pack. Finally, after the braised beef ribs have completed the processing process, some spices such as red apples and shiitake mushrooms will be added to increase the variety of flavor of the dish and then packaged and shipped to consumers. Nutritional value of the dish. Korean braised beef ribs is not only an attractive dish, but also a diverse source of nutrition, providing many necessary substances for the body. Protein is the key ingredient in beef ribs, helping to provide energy, build muscle, and support cell regeneration. Not only that, braised beef ribs also contains collagen, an important protein that helps firm skin and supports joint flexibility. Collagen is dissolved in the sauce, creating a unique flavor and softness for beef ribs. Korean cuisine is not only famous, but also a destination for those who love delicious street food. In the list of typical dishes of the land of kimchi, fried chicken is becoming a unique phenomenon not only for the people of this country, but also attracting the attention of the world. Chicken is marinated with traditional spices to create a characteristic rich and delicious flavor. Then, the meat is fried until the outer layer becomes crispy but still keeps the meat inside soft. Just hearing it sounds interesting, right? So what are you waiting for? Let's explore this dish with me right away. Ingredients. To bring attractive Korean-style fried chicken to consumers, We first need to pay attention to the source of the ingredients. Fresh ingredients will increase the deliciousness as well as ensure the quality of the dish. Chickens will be cared for and raised according to a specific process until they are mature and qualified for slaughter. After being sold, the chickens are transported to the chicken processing factory. This process will help clean and remove the feathers and internal organs of the chicken. Depending on the intended use, the chicken can be left whole or separated into parts, then packaged and transported to consumers. There are many ways to prepare Korean fried chicken. The chicken meat is divided into different parts such as wings, thighs, breasts, and other meat parts, or can also be left whole. Every step in this process is thoroughly checked for quality. When the chicken is transported to the fried chicken processing restaurant, it will be inspected and processed again. Clean the meat, wash it, drain it, and remove excess fat, then make a cut in the chicken. This helps the meat absorb the spices evenly during the marinating process and makes the cooking process faster and easier. After the preliminary processing stage, the process of creating flavor for fried chicken begins with marinating the spices and fried flour. Each restaurant will have a different way of mixing the dough depending on its own recipe. However, the main marinated ingredients are spices, eggs, flour, and fried dough. The above ingredients are mixed together to form a certain mixture. After that, dip the chicken into the prepared mixture, take it out, and continue mixing again with the fried flour. To achieve a crispy and attractive crust, the most important thing is to ensure that the fried dough is well mixed and evenly coated on each piece of meat. This layer of flour not only creates an attractive appearance of fried chicken, but also keeps the chicken moist and soft inside. The final step is frying the chicken. Pour oil into the fryer and heat it at 170 to 180 degrees Celsius. When the oil is hot, slowly drop the marinated chicken into the stove, creating attractive sounds. The process of frying the chicken takes about 10 to 15 minutes or until it is golden and crispy, creating an eye-catching crust, then take it out. The chicken will be fried again for about 30 to 40 seconds before use. At the request of diners, the fried chicken can be mixed with desired sauces such as spicy sauce, sweet and sour sauce, or cheese to enhance the diversity and richness of the dish. One of the most unique features of Korean fried chicken is the crispy outside and soft meat inside. With a unique flavor, a blend of sweet, salty, and spicy, the special sauce soaks into each piece of meat, creating an unforgettable culinary experience. In addition, the nutritional value of this fried chicken dish is also remarkable. Chicken is a source of high-quality protein which helps provide energy for the body. However, as with all fried foods, consumption of Korean fried chicken should be controlled to maintain a healthy and balanced diet. Korean fried chicken is truly a wonderful culinary experience. The unique flavor of this dish will make you remember it forever. Have you ever wondered how soy sauce is created? Coming to Japan, this country is not only famous for its dishes, but also known for its soy sauce making process that has been passed down for hundreds of years. It is considered a Japanese miracle drug. Japanese soy sauce is characterized by its sweetness due to fermentation with koji mushrooms, creating excellent soy sauces in the culinary world. We invite you to follow the process of making soy sauce with a 700-year-old recipe in Japan through the following video. Soybeans, also known as soya beans, are a type of seed that is very rich in nutrients. Soybeans are easy to grow and easy to process. From the plump golden beans, people can process them into many different dishes such as soy milk, tofu, or even make soy sauce. Soybeans are grown and carefully cared for in fertile fields to produce the highest quality beans. When ripe, they will be harvested and transported to processing plants. And here's how to make this amazing soy sauce. First, we need to process soybeans. Choose quality soybeans that are evenly sized and free of pests, molds, and mildew, then clean them to remove remaining impurities and dirt. Once the dirt has been completely removed, soak the soybeans in water until they are soft. After processing, put the beans in the pot and steam them, then pour them onto a tray to cool. Next, use wheat or rice depending on the individual recipe. Roast it and put it in a blender to grind into small grains. Mix yeast with wheat, roasted rice, and ferment for a few days. Mix salt and water well. Continue to mix the prepared ingredients including steamed soybeans and previously prepared fermented wheat together and then ferment in a wooden barrel. The Japanese call this mixture moromi or soybean mixture. The wooden barrel is covered and incubated for the first 6 weeks. It must be mixed every day so that the air comes into contact with the moromi to create conditions for the yeast to grow and make the flavor of soy sauce richer. After the first 6 weeks, stir the moromi regularly once a week. Moromi will be aged in large wooden barrels, especially oak barrels. They bring a new flavor to soy sauce, especially oak barrels that have been used to soak wine. The flavor of the wine remaining in the wood fibers will seep into the soy sauce during the process. Fermentation produces a rich, attractive scent. At the end of the fermentation process, the moromi is poured into the filter to remove residue, resulting in a characteristic dark brown soy sauce. After that, the finished soy sauce will be bottled for completion and brought to the market. Japanese soy sauce is not only an important part of the country's cuisine, but also brings many special nutritional values. Because it is primarily made from soybeans, soy sauce is a source of quality plant-based protein and ideal for those following vegetarian or meat-reducing diets. In addition, soy sauce also provides energy from sugar and contains important minerals and several other vitamins. In Japanese cuisine, soy sauce is widely and diversely used. Japanese people often use them in daily meals. Soy sauce is also an important ingredient in many dishes such as sushi, ramen, and udon, creating unique flavors and aromas for dishes. In addition, soy sauce is also used to marinate meat, make sauces, and create unique flavors for soups or hot pots. Soy sauce has become one of the important spices in dishes and is also popular in many countries around the world. Today's video ends here. How do you see today's topic? Please comment a lot below to let us know. If you're passionate about discovery, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to support the channel, and look forward to the interesting things behind. And now, goodbye and see you in the next videos. Discover the process of making Jinhua ham according to a 700-year-old recipe in China. Many centuries ago, when the cold had not yet appeared, people used a sufficient amount of salt to marinate meat and then dry or steam it. By preserving this way, the meat will last longer. And today, people call it ham. With the recipe passed down for 700 years, China's ham processing technique has been recognized as an intangible cultural heritage. We invite you to find out how this dish is different from ham. Jinhua bacon. Ham in China is usually produced in Jinhua City, Zhejiang Province. This is also the reason why this dish is called Jinhua ham. This dish is very different from European ham. When cooked, the cut meat is still bright red and the layer of fat is very clear. It can be eaten straight away, stewed, or processed into dishes of your choice. Ham has become a signature dish in Chinese cuisine, and food enthusiasts who come to this country must definitely try it once. Ingredients. Ingredients to make ham are carefully selected from traditional local pig breeds with hoof lengths smaller than the femur. Because it is produced in large quantities, it also requires a large source of raw materials. Therefore, in Jinhua City, pigs are often raised on farms with careful care processes to produce the highest quality meat. Ham is produced all year round, but the most delicious time is in late winter and early spring when the first frost appears. People will prepare this dish. At that time, the pigs will be brought to the factories and the first step of the process will begin. Pigs will be quality checked to eliminate those that do not meet standards and then anesthetized and processed. They will have their skin cleaned and their internal organs will be removed and sent to the classification stage. The meat will be divided into parts, then packaged and shipped to consumers. The pork legs and thighs will be kept intact to supply ham meat processing factories. Processing process. This type of ham is usually best served with only the hind legs. After being imported from processing factories, pig's feet will be processed to remove excess fat and skin. Remove all remaining hair and bone debris. Even the blood that accumulates in the legs needs to be removed. Then wash thoroughly and drain. Once the feet have drained, continue with the salting step. This is the most important stage in the ham processing process. Salt will be spread evenly and cover the pig's feet to ensure that the meat will not be damaged during the processing process. After that, the feet will be salted for a certain period of time. After that period of time, the legs will be washed to remove excess salt and wash away dirt on the surface of the meat. Finally, the legs will be hung to dry in a good environment to create conditions for yeast and mold to grow. This drying process will take about 10 months. People will use bone needle to test the doneness of the pork leg. Before using, users often burn them once to remove the rancid smell before processing them into dishes.